Hi guys, how you doing? It's been so long since I sat here and filmed a video. So I was home for the holidays and I was on a long break, which is why you saw no videos from my end. But I'm back now, back where I belong, in this chair. So you are going to see a lot more videos coming out, especially now, like right before New Year. And this first look that I have for you is a New Year's Eve subtle shimmery look with very bold lips. You can also switch it up. You don't have to be wearing a lip that's this bold. But since we were kind of subtle on the eyes, I thought let me go bold with the lips at least, because it is New Year's Eve after all. But you can always switch it up and wear something a little more subtle, a little lighter, more to your taste and liking. But this is a pretty simple look. It's the first easy look that I'm going to put out for all you makeup junkies who don't have a lot of makeup products but just want to work with the little that you have. So if you want to know how I got this look right here, then please keep watching. So I already primed my lids with the NYX eyeshadow base, and I used a Morphe G16 concealer brush to buff it out. So now moving straight into eyeshadows, the first shadow I'm going to be taking is called Tiki Hut, and this is by Makeup Geek. It is a dirty mustard color. It has a bit of brown mixed in it. So this is the first color that I'm going to be putting into my crease. And I don't have a very defined crease. Like when I look up, there's very little space between my crease and my brow bone. So whatever crease work I want to do, I will have to do slightly above my crease if I want it to show. So depending on your eye shape, you will need to incorporate it according to your style. Because if the space between your eye and your brow bone is a lot more than what I have here, then you can put it directly in your crease. So that would be right here, and you can just leave it right there. But if I put it there, it won't really be seen all that much, which is why I blow it out slightly, a little into the brow bone also, if you please, because when we put a brow bone shade, it's going to cover it anyway. The reason why I'm putting this yellowish brown onto my eyes first is because the next shade I'm going in for is a little more cool toned. So I want to put this in first so that there's still some warmth showing through below the cool tones that we're going to put in. The next shadow I'm going to be taking is again from Makeup Geek, and this is in the shade Vintage, and this is a grayish purple brown shadow. I'm going to put this exactly where I put my warm shades, but not blow it out as much. Try to keep it restricted right in that crease area, not go far into the brow bone. Now we're going to go even darker, and for that I'm going to use Americano, another Makeup Geek shadow, and this is a much darker but cool tone brown, and I'm going to use a very thin Sigma E36 blending brush. So this goes right in the crease. This is the first time I'm using this brush, so I don't know what to expect, but it is super thin. Now go back in with that first blending brush we used and just blend all this out so they all mesh well with each other. But be very light-handed, because we want that crease to be defined and not get too blended away. Next, I'm going to be taking this light shimmery gold shadow. This is from Raine, and it's called Saint Germain Cocktail. So I'm going to put this directly on the lid, and can you see how pigmented that is? This is without any MAC Fix Plus or any kind of setting spray on it. This is just my dry brush. So I'm going to put this in my lid, and I'm using a Dose of Colors shader brush to do this. This is a great shadow brush because it's great for packing on shadow, and because it has a slightly fluffy end, it also helps blend out shadow really well. Be careful at this inner corner because you don't want it to be too spread out. You want it to remain within the crease, sharp. Take your first blending brush again and just blend this out very lightly. I'm going to be taking this e.l.f. Expert Liquid Liner, and this is a slightly glittery gold liner. It comes with a very thin brush. I'm going to put this in the center of my lid. Just paint it right on. And it just gives this subtle glitter effect without any mess that glitter usually comes with. So I'm just putting that in the center. And I'm just going to tap it with my fingers. For the inner corner, since the eyes are so glittery and sparkly, we're going to keep it just bright, not super shiny. And I'm using another Makeup Geek shadow, and this one is called Mirage. And it's a beautiful light peach satin eyeshadow. It's not completely matte, but it's not shimmery either. Next, I'm going to use a purple shimmery shadow. This is called Drama Queen, again from Makeup Geek, surprise surprise. And I'm using an eyeliner brush, and I'm going to draw an eyeliner with this purple eyeshadow because I just want some slight smoky effect, not a distinct eyeliner as such. And you can keep it thick at the outer edge and then thin it out as you come closer. Take a combination of Tiki Hut and Vintage and just sweep that in my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna take Americano and just sweep that in the lash line with that same tapered E36 Sigma brush. And then take the purple with the same eyeliner brush and push this closer under the lash line. Now you can keep the inner waterline bare, or you can put a black liner or a nude liner depending on how smoky you want it to look. I think I'm gonna go with a black eyeliner, and I'm using this one by Sephora. It's a really thick kohl pencil. And my upper waterline. Now just curl your lashes, apply some mascara and falsies if you prefer. And for mascara, I'm using a new one today. This is the Eyeko Lengthening Skinny Brush Mascara, and it's a super thin brush. And I always find it a pain to put mascara on my lower lashes because I always get it all over my eyeshadow. So I'm hoping this helps. So I'm just going to use that on the top and bottom. So I tried putting on false lashes, and what a fail that was. So I just went ahead with plain mascara, and now to finish up the rest of my face, I'm first going to contour with the new Aucoin sculpting powder that I bought. This is in Deep. It's the first time I'm using it, so let's hope it's good. The brush I'm going to use is a Morphe M557 brush. And I'm sorry if I look a little teary-eyed. There were a lot of tears when I struggled with the false lashes. So I'm just going to use this. So this is how the color looks. It's slightly deeper than your regular contour, and it has a lot of cool tones in it, so it's not going to make your face look muddy. So just... I really like this color. Looks quite natural, doesn't it? Today I'm going to be using cream blush, and I'm going to use the Maybelline Dream Touch blush. This is in the shade number 5, and I'm using a Makeup Geek cheek highlighter brush because it's nice and dense and flat topped, so it's perfect for applying cream products. And this blush is creamy, and the advantage of creamy blushes is that they are really long lasting. No matter how oily your skin is, it's going to last a really long time. And this blush has a slight shimmer to it, very fine, it's not glittery, so it gives your cheeks a nice luminous glow. So I'm going to be using the same eyeshadow we used on our entire lid for my highlight as well. So just take your highlighter brush. This is the Morphe M438. Dip into your shadow, and although it's a powder product, I would prefer using a foil shadow any day because it has a nice creamy consistency to it, so it's going to last a lot longer than a regular powder highlighter. So I'm just going to pop this. Okay, see? That's intense. So just put that onto the highest point of your cheeks, drag a little onto the brow bone, a little above, on the tip of your nose or the edge of it, whatever you prefer. For lips, we're going to go quite dark, and I'm going to be using this new liquid lipstick I bought from Gerard Cosmetics. This was the first one I bought from their brand, and this is called Ruby Slipper, and it's a beautiful deep maroon liquid lipstick with some red glitter in it. It's very subtle. So I'm gonna first line my lips, and I'm using the Revlon Colorstay lip liner in the shade Vixens. And this is just to ensure that even if your liquid lipstick fades throughout the night, there is some color left on your lips. My lips are so dry. What's new? It's a bit gunky. I don't know if it's supposed to be this way, but okay, a good shake does the trick. So it's your regular doe foot applicator, slightly tapered on one side if you can see, and it's super dark, isn't it? Now just spray your face with some finishing spray so that your makeup lasts all night long, and you're done. So that was my easy New Year's Eve makeup look, and if it wasn't easy enough, keep watching because I am going to come out with more looks for New Year's Eve. And as always guys, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, switch on your notifications so that you know every time I upload. Be safe and have a wonderful new year, and I will see you soon. Bye!